I'm hoping that everybody can see this. Yes, no? Gail, can you maybe just answer me? Can you
Yes, we
see?
can.
Okay, thank you, Ron. So, once again, welcome everybody, and I would like to thank everybody for joining us this evening. Um, I'm going to start by saying I did speak with a few people with regards to the Department of National Defense side of the ACR, and unfortunately, they do not have any documentation out yet for the officers or for me to pass on to the SSC. They are still waiting from the powers that be to continue to gather information as to in person. So although I have done this presentation for both in person and for virtual, it is basically up to each individual squadron to decide what's best for them. So what is an ACR? The annual ceremonial review, quote unquote, ACR, is a mandatory military parade, promoting the cadet program in the community, and also for saying thank you to all those who support the program. It is to help highlight the year of how the cadets enjoyed their training and all those types of things. Now, of course, we all know that that's not as easy during the virtual world as it has been in the past. It's also an opportunity to publicly recognize cadets for all of their achievements. Who's responsible to help organize the ACR? Of course, it starts with the staff and the CO by choosing a date and time, and they are the ones who are responsible for preparing the cadets for the ACR. The Squadron Sponsoring Committee plays a supporting role to ensure that the staff have what they need to run the ACR. There is a deadline for ordering the medals of March 31st. I do not believe it's a hard date, and I do believe that most officers are familiar with all this. It is not an SSC responsibility, although the CO may discuss with the SSC chair who some of these medals might get presented to. These medals are mostly the medals of the Legion Medal of Honor and the Lord Strathcona Medal. So pre-planning for an ACR, booking your facility if in person, or confirming with the CO that the online platform can accommodate enough participants. You may have to choose a different platform if you're going to have too many, or you may have to pay for an additional fee to have, if you have a 200 squadron or 200 cadet squadron and you want to invite all the parents and guests, you may have to find a platform that can accommodate the amount of people that you're looking for. Advertise your ACR through your website, through your Facebook, through Twitter, through messaging to parents, etc. Confirm cadets who are aging out. You may want to be giving some gifts. A CO will help you organize a list of cadet recipients for trophies, etc. And also, if you're purchasing any gifts that come from the SSC for the RO of the cadets, or possibly even for any officers who may be leaving your squadron that have that you may enjoy thanking them. I know that a lot of COs will be moving on this year to new squadrons, so you may want to have a small thank you gift for them as a token of their time spent with you. The guest list for the ACR. Create an invitation. Sometimes people add a letter from the chairperson with any relevant information needed, i.e. login. Sometimes people just put that straight into an invitation itself. Creating a list with your CO and the SSC chair to find out who you'd like to invite. The CO does arrange for the reviewing officer, and they do have MROs on how to handle all that information. The SSC chair will invite their league rep, and all other invitations should be emailed or sent out as soon as possible, depending on when your ACR is. But majority of the ACRs usually happen towards the end of May and the beginning of June. Some of the items that the SSC is responsible for is the distribution and the tracking of the invitations in the RSPs. The preparation of the ACR booklet. Some of you may still be creating a booklet, even though you're not. You might be doing it virtually, just as a documentation of what you were able to accomplish during the year. Ensuring and preparing the Master of Ceremonies along with the CO. Sometimes the officer will pick kids that are the cadets that have been participating in the effective speaking program. So that's another wonderful way of allowing the cadets to showcase some of the items that they are familiar with. The ordering of keeper plaques, trophies, and certificates to keep everything up to date in your squadron. There will be no food allowed at an ACR this year, so if you are doing in person, I believe that this still will have to follow, that you will not be allowed to serve any food during this time. I'd also like to remind all the SSC chairs that your annual report is due on May 15th, and that can be found on the BCPC website. Somebody's got their, they could mute themselves, that would be great. What information is required for the ACR program? So the reviewing officer's biography, the background of the Air Cadet League and cadet movement in BC, the partnership role, the schedule and order of events, reviewing party listed, cadet parade positions, squadron officers and squadron sponsoring committee, brief background of the squadron, and recognition of the BC Gaming Commission, and recognition of all civic groups, individuals, and companies that supported the squadron throughout the year, i.e. your legions, etc. So if you have any other questions, we will open up the floor, and I will stop sharing at this time, and we can have a question and answer session.
Nancy, that checklist that you just put up, where can we get that?
It will be sent out to everybody,
okay.
And it will also be placed onto the website.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Nancy, is there a template for the ACR program on the website already?
I don't believe there is. I believe we can easily share some of them from the past. I know that I've got several from squadrons that I've assisted, and from being a chair myself, that is easy enough to share some of that template, and then you can just put in the pertinent information for your squadron and change everything. Yep, I'm sure we can do that.
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy.
Yes.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Nancy, it's Carrie from 767. If anybody needs like a template of what the...
Yeah, yours was the first one I thought about.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I have one and it's extremely detailed. It's got pictures and everything. So if anybody wants to see how it worked out on a Word document.
Yeah, it was Word, and that's the one I would share. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so if anybody wants to know, you can reach out to 767chair@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to share ours.
Hi, Nancy. I am Patrick from 754 Felix. I would like to know, no food will be allowed this year. I think it is only confined to the ceremony. You know, the cadets have to prepare in the early morning. I think they can have their own lunch together with the working party, like the officers.
Yeah, the cadets can eat. It's just for the actual ceremony for parents. They're not allowed to have.
Recording is on.
Okay, I can stop recording then.